right, in this episode of How Easy Is It with the Conversion Pros, we're going to show you how easy it is to use the built-in autoresponder that we give you. We give you an unlimited autoresponder included, meaning you can have as many autoresponders as you want, and you can have as many leads in those autoresponders and send as much mail as you want. So this is one of our best tools, and a lot of people ask, well, how easy is it to build it? Well, we're going to show you right now. There's no technical skills and how easy it is. So from the home page, if I look under my TCP marketing suite here and look for the tool, I go down to autoresponder. Once I come to autoresponder, what do I want to do? I want to create a new campaign from scratch. We're gonna call this one How Easy Is It? Okay, that's what we're gonna name it. I'm not gonna do a description here because my label tells me what it is. And I hit save. Just like that, we already got a new autoresponder set up. Well, any good autoresponder is going to have a series of messages that you want to go out when people opt in your email form or your opt-in form. So how do you do it? Well, there's a big blue button here. It doesn't get any easier than that says create a new message. Well, as soon as you do that, there's a couple things to pay attention to. One, it's going to automatically put your first name and last name in. These are called tags. And the reply email is blank because it's going to use whatever you have up in your account, your profile. If you want to use a different email, you can type it here. The subject line, obviously, all messages will have a different subject line. And then there's a delay. For the first message, we're going to hit 0 because we want it to go out the first day. The 24 meant it'll go out 24 hours after someone opts in. So this actually, the delay goes by hours. So very easy to figure out. But right now, this looks a lot like Word. Okay, if you've ever used Word or you've ever wrote an email, even using Gmail, it's very similar. We got a big box here. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to add a subject line. What I did here was put a tag in. We have these tags where you can click on Show Tags down here. And what that does is that's going to enter their first name. So if a guy named Bill came in through a capture page, it would say, Bill, we fixed bad credit. It would automatically put his name in there. Now I just have a pre-written message here to save time on this video instead of typing the whole thing out. And I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to paste it. It has a tag here for their first name. So it would say, Bill, we have a solution for bad credit. Then it reads. And then you have see our credible presentation and click here. So I could hyperlink any word. I could just take my mouse and highlight it. And there's a little chain here. And when I do that, I could type any website. So if I want to put it to another landing page, I'll just write TCP landing page. Whatever website I want. And you'll see that now that becomes hyperlinked. It says questions, call me, and it has I use tags, so it pulls this from my profile. You could easily just type your name and phone number if you want. I use tags in it. Okay, so what it also has is a check score. So I can hit check score, and it says eliminate bad credit for a score of 0.01. That's a very low score. This is what checks to see about spam boxes and whatnot. That score is not very bad. 0.10 is so low. I'm going to keep it as is. Okay, so then I hit save, and now we got our first message, just like that. I'll hit the red cancel button, and you'll see, here's our series so far. So we have our email series, and we already have one email. And let's say I wanted to add a second email to go out the next day. I click on create message. The delay is set up for 24 hours, so this message is going to go out 24 hours after the previous one. And I'm just going to copy the same message I had. Let's pretend this is brand new. Pretend I typed up something brand spanking new here. And I'm going to show you one other trick you could do too. Let's say you wanted to add a picture into your email. So I could actually put my cursor here, and I could go to Google and I searched for credit repair because this is just, we're pretending this is a credit repair. And I can go grab anything that I want. So let's say I want best credit repair. I can just put my mouse over it and hit the right button and copy image address. And then I could come in here into my email and write insert image and then paste this. Now what you're going to see is the size that comes up. Now this will be a humongous email. I mean a humongous picture. So instead of having a 1,000 width, I'm just going to say 200. It automatically adjusts the height. I hit save, and now look, I have a picture that has been added inside of my email. Okay, and you could do that. So you can link it, all this kind of things. So I hit save. Now I want to show you something. I come back and I cancel. And now we have 2 messages already set up. So as you can see, we have done nothing but hit a blue button and typed what we want to say as far as a message. So again, we'll do one more. Create a message, paste. It's going to go out 24 hours after the second one. Let's say I wanted it to go out instead of 1 day. Let's say I wanted it to go out 2 days later. Well, that's okay. I could just change this to 48, and then it would go out 48 hours later. After I have my message set up and I like it, I hit save now, hit cancel, and then you see now we have 3 messages. We have one going out on the first day, one going out 24 hours later, and then one going out 48 hours later. And I could do this as many times as I want. I could add 10 messages. I could add 100 messages. It doesn't matter. But all we did was literally hit create a message and type. Okay. Now a couple other things. We want to go to campaign details, and it says inactive. Well, what we want to do is we want to turn it on. So we're going to change it from inactive to active, and then we hit save. Okay, so now this is an active. So as soon as someone puts their information in a form, they will automatically start to get this series of emails that we have set up. Now, how do you connect an autoresponder to a page? Well, that's easy. I just go to page, and let's go and say I want to go to a page here. Whoop, that's, I hit edit. Let's take a little time. And then I add a form. Let's say there's a form in here. And I want the autoresponder to connect. So as soon as they fill out this form and hit this button, I want them to get, this series of messages we just created. So how do I do that? Right here to the left, it says mail campaign. There's a drop-down arrow. It's going to have every mail campaign you've ever created. And then I go to the bottom one, how easy is it? And I hit save. So now when I go to advertise this page and they fill in this form and hit the button, they're automatically going to be connected to this autoresponder that we just created called How Easy Is It? Now I'm going to show you one more thing that we made even easier here. If you don't want to create all your own messages, we have what we call share codes down here on the left. And we have a couple different popular subjects: generic biz op, weight loss, travel, credit repair, CBD, etc., etc. So let's say you wanted to add let's say you're in a travel business, you want to add this series of travel. You just click on this button and hit copy. It's going to create an autoresponder called travel. I click yes, and it automatically creates all the messages for me, already set up. All I would have to do is click edit, scroll down, and then where it says put my website here, add my link instead, and then hit save. Do that on every message. Turn this on to active, and then I could go again into my page builder, and instead of, remember this form here, I would go to where it says mail, click on the button, scroll all the way down, and now you'll see there's one that's called travel. I could click on travel, hit save, and now when they fill in the form, they will do that. Notice I have tons. Let me just go back here. I have tons of autoresponders. We give you unlimited autoresponders, so you can literally build an autoresponder for every page you do, or you can connect 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 pages to the same autoresponder, to one autoresponder. But that's it. It's that easy. Can you type? Can you copy and paste? There is nothing complicated. There is no technical skills. It is super easy to create autoresponders and connect them to a page.